Hello again, everybody. I'm going to do a quick rundown of flaring the end of a piece of metal tubing for the purposes of creating a seal for liquid or air where you can have quite a bit of compression against it. Now, obviously, there are tools for doing this, but this is to help somebody out in a pinch, or maybe you don't have the tool and you just need to get it done. Now, typically, metal tubing is flared for the purposes of holding on a ferrule. This is a ferrule. This is what actually butts up against the female end of whatever piece of equipment or accessory you're threading into. And that creates usually a pretty tight liquid seal. I mean, you know, they leak here and there, but it is what it is. They're not generally used for creating an airtight seal for like compressor applications and stuff like that. But for liquids and stuff, they're good. But either way, I like to flare the ends of my tubing, even if I'm repairing an air compressor or something of the sort. So basically, I imagine if you're at the point of needing to flare a piece of tubing, you know the process and how these work. But this is a threaded sleeve, and the ferrule sits down inside that, but it goes onto the piece of tubing, and then I'm working one-handed here. Still hadn't made me a camera stand. Then the ferrule slides on like that, like so. And then what you do is you'll flare this end right here after these items go on. And what that does is it prevents the ferrule from moving forward and off of the piece of tubing, so you can get it really tight against the male adapter, and it'll squeeze together, and that ferrule will actually flare a little bit and then make a good compression. A good seal for your compression. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how to flare the end of a piece of tubing real quick. As you can see, obviously they slide on and off. Now, this is probably going to irritate a lot of people, but you can take a drill chuck like so and just put it in the end of the tubing, and it will flare it out. And it'll give you enough of a flare regardless to give you a pretty good seal that'll actually last you a good long while. Nothing lasts forever, but it'll last you until you can get it properly done. Maybe if you need to do this in a pinch. Maybe you're having a roadside repair on a vehicle, or maybe you're at work and your compressor line cracked and you need to cut it off, and you can do that. You can cut them back a little bit past the crack, deburr it, make sure your edge is good and flush with the body of your tubing. It needs to be a good 90 degree all the way around. That way it has a good mating surface. Anyway, like I said, you can take your chuck, spin it out. I'll show you how you can do a larger one. Hold on, I'm trying to get you set up here so you can kind of see. I don't know if this will focus, but anyway, I'm going to do this off camera here. Let's see. Trying to hold on a second. Forgive me. This is a problem I've been meaning to fix. How am I going to make an educational video if I can't even keep my phone standing up correctly? Okay, maybe that'll work for a little bit. Maybe you can see what's going on anyway. So anyway, you see, you take the chuck, you put it in the end here, and you just drill and apply quite a bit of pressure. Okay. Now you can see that has a little bit of a flare on the end there. And what that will do is that will prevent this ferrule from coming off. See there? It won't come off anymore. And that will give you your seal to allow for compression to run through this piece of tubing here. I would probably recommend deburring it afterwards. Now, I know I'm going to make a lot of people mad for using a drill chuck, but trust me, this metal is tremendously weaker than the chuck of a drill. You're not going to damage a drill chuck. Matter of fact, you might polish it a little bit, maybe look new and shiny. But the chuck will generally deburr the inside pretty good. See if you can get a good view of that. But you see you got some burrs along the edge. Take care of those with a small file if you got one handy. If not, you can take a razor knife or just a pocket knife and just ease it. Like I said, this metal is extremely soft. You can take a pocket knife and deburr it. No biggie. Anyway, as you can see, that's a pretty good tight fitting right there. I can't get it off. But there we go. Hope that helps somebody in a tight spot. Have a good day.